Hi everyone, welcome to The Left Turn and a special continuing series, History Jacksonville. And here I am at Liberty and Bay Street. And for many, many years, justice was served right from this very building, the old now, Duval County Courthouse. Across the street is our current police station and jail. Quite a convenient walk for a lawyer, for a prisoner, for a police officer. Since the late 50s, the Duval County Courthouse is now abandoned, replaced by our new Duval County Courthouse on Monroe Street, west of here. We're going to walk down Bay Street and we're going to talk about Duval County's history in two buildings. The old Duval County Courthouse here, as well as the old City Hall, which is now the Courthouse Annex, which is, I believe, the home of the State Attorney's Office until provisions are made for a move closer to the new courthouse. As you can see, a very modern building, one of those prototypical modern 1950s, 1960s style buildings. The interesting thing about this building is, despite the modernity, despite this being such a building that you can relate to as a hall of justice and as a modern symbol of the new frontier, essentially, the early 60s of Jacksonville, even before consolidation, the beginning of the revitalization of the riverfront, through at the time the building of governmental buildings, facilities, serve the people, to serve the oppressed, and not only that, to guarantee justice. This very building had segregated bathrooms. I remember one of the rare times I've been inside this building for clerical matters, for matters of property and other issues that have nothing to do with the judge. I can certainly say that I was shocked when I found out about it in the 1990s, which goes to show sometimes we operate under a facade, but this building certainly has done a lot for justice, for the people of Duval County, and now, as with many buildings where planning was haphazard and tenants not secured, this building is abandoned. That's why I'm doing History Jacksonville. I want to capture the moments as we change, as we move along to something different. It's July 2012, and of course it's very hot. And here I am on Bay Street. We can certainly see that everyone has left. No more judges, no more lawyers, no more motions, no more pleas, no more pleading to the bureaucrats for that piece of paper that stands between you and what you want to accomplish. And I know that I've scrambled around in quite a level of ignorance inside this building to get what I was entitled to, but that I alone had to find out how to get it. And isn't that the way it is? Okay, we'll go ahead and proceed down Bay Street, and we'll talk about the old City Hall. Here I am at the corner of Bay and Market Streets, and right here, as you can see, the old Jacksonville City Hall, now the Courthouse Annex. This building was built in the late 1950s, early 1960s, and served as our City Hall for many years, up until around 1997, when City Hall moved inland, because of course we're not that far off the river. We'll have some shots of that. Certainly to the west, to Hemming Plaza, to the old St. James building that was renovated. There's a fascinating inscription as we come along, carved into the side of the building. You know, good number of memories. You know, I grew up here in Jacksonville, born and raised. I've only spent, I guess I could say, about 7 or 8 years outside of Jacksonville. We don't know what the future holds, at least I don't know what the future holds for the old Duval County Courthouse and this old City Hall once the occupants move on. But certainly one of the biggest features of this building, because it of course is your usual 1950s, 1960s era architecture, is the inscription recognizing the landing on the St. Johns River, 1564. And if I know my history right, 1564 brings to mind Ribault and the French setting foot in our area. And of course, we have covered by the trees an inscription or engraving of the state of Florida. One thing we have to keep in mind is that as the focus moves inland and away from these buildings, it seems like not as much certainly is trimmed back. I can remember when the trees were more trimmed back and you really could get a good view of the inscription. We have the Blackstone Eagle Arch building. We have the rear of the Florida Theater. We have the old American Heritage Life building, Barnett Center, AT&T, the Wells Fargo building, and of course the blazing July 2012 sun. Here I am on the riverside of the courthouse, and the Hyatt, directly behind the Hyatt is the old City Hall. And you know, on many a venture downtown, I would come on right down the Main Street Bridge and tuck around in that shortcut that still works so well for me, to cut around, to come down here, to park, and to go in and do what I had to do. The old Duval County Courthouse, Riverside. More development that's looks like some in construction stage. The Hart Bridge, Duval County School Board building, condos, apartments, the old Golf Life building, Crown Plaza, used to be the Hilton. Aetna, used to be Prudential, one of the, if not the oldest, modern, I say modern, skyscraper. Main Street Bridge, with the Acosta in the distance. The Acosta in the distance. I want to thank you for watching today. Jacksonville has a special place in my heart, and I guess when I do these reports, this series called History Jacksonville, and I talk about local affairs, and I talk about things that are making things happen here in Jacksonville, you know, it comes from the heart. You know, I've watched the city change and grow over the years, and there's been a tremendous opportunity, and will continue to be a great opportunity for me to share with you Jacksonville through my eyes, and certainly ask the question, what are the possibilities for the future? Certainly the future here on the river. We'll see. Stay tuned, keep watching. More History Jacksonville down the road on the Left Turn channel as well as the TheJaxLife channel. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Later.